On the West Coast, no two programs have rocked the establishment more than these two, and it's built a rivalry between them. It's been nasty at times. It's had its fair share of cheap shots and ruined seasons, all in the quest for the milk can. On the blue, Albertson Stadium in Boise, Idaho. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Boise State Broncos. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
I caught up with the Boise State head coach pregame. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Guys?
Holly, we'll see how they react. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. On the return, it's Goff. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Running inside, it's Gaines. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Let's talk for a second about Boise State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. The Broncos come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll go with a give to the big tight end on 3rd and short. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Gaines. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Nice play to knock that one down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. See some running room. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care.
Makes the grab in their space. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. First play of this drive. Rush is on. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Finds a tight end. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
So difficult because my eyes tell me he's a defensive guy. He's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
The Broncos want to crank the tempo.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's changing the play. They just keep firing. Timed it perfectly to not get free and forces a third down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on fourth down. Out wide right, it's Jones. Off and running. He is in. Touchdown, Broncos. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gonna run it. It's Valentine. Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
The give to the single back. Defense all over it.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Martin will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Miller. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Right side, it's Valentine. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And that was chaos from the beginning. Quarterback scrambling, he's outside the pocket, and he's just looking for somebody to dump the football off to. And there he is, Johnny on the spot, the running back, staying with his QB, being a viable target, making the catch, turning upfield, and getting a big gain on third down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Rush right in his face. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And the Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. Sells to fake.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Quick give. It's Gaines. Got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
Yeah, they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. So, but it's been kind of neutral the last 10 matchups, so good little rivalry, still budding, still blooming.
Yeah, it's a fun one to watch, David. This thing really kicked off back when Boise State joined the WAC, and that year they upset then number 8 Fresno State. I think that's when people around the country started paying more attention to this rivalry.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Turns it upfield. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Throwing on the run. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Got to make the play on 4th. Right down the middle. He makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They needed a bunch on 4th down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like 4th and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Quarterback will keep it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Coming out with it, it's McIntosh. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Martin back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Fresno State right back to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on first. Throws toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. It's caught for the two.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
From deep, it's Goff. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Making the adjustment on the play. Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Martin will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McClain. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll have... Touchdown, Fresno State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The snap, wants to start the drive with a pass. Makes the grab, it's Gaines. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, gonna throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the grab. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the play on third down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Making the adjustment. Snapped it, and he has to have it. there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Working on the right. And he's got the 1st down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He'll try the left side. Can't get him to the ground. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. Fresno State right back to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Right back to the well. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. That is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He turns that loose down the right side. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. On the move. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it out. It's McIntosh. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Martin back to pass. It's complete to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking for space. It's Valentine. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Florida Gators. And it's the Sooners eyeing an 8th straight victory today. It's been a dream start to the season, and this game has been no different. This fan base is fired up. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
Going to take a shot, and it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Martin will throw it. Fires to the middle. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Touchdown Broncos! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Deep in the end zone, it's McIntosh. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Press center down's going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They were trying to get the screen set up, but it just took a little too long to develop.
Yeah, and the quarterback's supposed to, invite those guys to run upfield on a screen pass, but they got to him so fast he couldn't get rid of the football, and they got the sack.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Martin back to pass. He wants to take the top off. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a 1st down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. The handoff. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Sees an alley. There he goes. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution. Picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the 1st down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
This is a designed run. Got enough space. Touchdown, Broncos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat play.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Following that last play, we have a Bronco that is slow to get up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Martin will throw it. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He's going to fire deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Handoff again. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th down. Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Boise State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Pass to 6. Turning it on. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And I think QBs rush it, especially in the RPO game. You want to get that ball. Okay, I'm pulling it now. I got to throw a strike right now and get it on him. And you can tell, throws it to the left and doesn't get it to his wide receiver. It's just maybe a little bit of hurrying too much.
Martin back to pass. On target. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and then throw it. This is a guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you could tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
2nd and long here. On the ground, it's Valentine. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down or else they are really in trouble. On play action. Zings it complete to the right. Still running at the 40. Smashes ahead. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stanza of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Valentine. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field.